even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt. Drank and smoked while they was pregnant. That's why they're so angry. Because who the fuck is angry? You supposed to be angry at him that did this. Not. That's the reason why you don't find it to be angry is because you did it.
Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with, what he looked like, what he sound like? Y'all don't know nothing about God. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that. So I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child.
Don't you all, Chrisean? Blueface's mother is revealing the receipts to support the claims made by fans for months that her child may have a disability. It appears that she has been hiding this information the entire time while people have been sneering at her. Khan had been pointing out that something seemed a little off with the kid for a long time, but whenever someone brought it up, she would snap, call the haters, order them to shut up, and even accuse them of attempting to harm her child. Even Blueface tried to raise the alarm, but Khan wasn't having it. SZA may have reached her breaking point with the mess, as she recently revealed the baby's real medical information. The diagnosis is heartbreaking. So what exactly did she disclose, and did she refute? We must dissect everything and reveal the truth and the falsehoods. Everyone knows that Blueface's mother, Chrisean, does not approve of anything that Crescent did to the child. But I don't understand why Crotch has been fighting so hard to prevent him from receiving medical attention. Nobody could have predicted that she would go this far. It seems as though she has transferred her distaste for croissants to the infant. Speaking negatively about your grandchild in this way is absurd, especially in light of what the internet has been saying about this child, Chrisean. Recently went live on Instagram to discuss how she knew there was a problem with the baby the moment she met Junior.
And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt. But you know what I said? You know what? That's okay. That's okay. If he can laugh and he can cry and he can smile, he can still be a joy in this world. My first time seeing him, I never seen him whoop before. I never seen what they saw. I literally thought this whole time that maybe people's fans was doing something to the pictures or, making it not. I didn't believe it the whole time. I just was like, nah, John said there was a couple things going on, but he didn't say it was.
She also discussed her willingness to be Junior's supporting grandmother and her readiness to adore him no matter what.
It don't matter. It wouldn't matter to me at all, one bit. He will be around this month in a chair that sits him up. I will go buy the best stuff for him. I will go buy the best chair that sits him up. I will be calling India and France and Rome, trying to figure out what machine we can.
Now when she made this video, Chrisean played, saying that Chrisean was coming for her for no reason. And this sent Chrisean off. She went live yet again and accused Christina of being the reason Junior has some disabilities, allegedly.
Just smoke while they was pregnant. That's why they're so angry. Because who the fuck is angry? You supposed to be angry at him that did this. Not. That's the reason why you don't find it to be angry is because you did it. Then y'all want to hop on here I'm talking about my grandbaby. No, I'm talking about the trial.
You know that we don't humiliate here, but this essentially validated what folks had been thinking about the infant having some fetal alcohol syndrome. At the same time, we observed that some individuals believe Chrisean may have engaged in some bad behavior throughout her pregnancy with Junior, publicly drinking and smoking to the extent that her family expanded. Worried about the babies and her health, and she essentially responded by saying she didn't give a damn.
Get yourself together. Oh my gosh. She asked for another bottle. I mean, say that. Look at yes, if you can abort the child tomorrow.
It would explain her remarks and behavior if it were clear that she had originally intended to get rid of the kid and didn't want to keep it. It seems as though she changed her mind at the last minute and decided to keep it, but she continued to smoke and drink even after that. Following her decision to keep Junior Blueface, he even tweeted that she was smoking on the way to the hospital, saying he smoked a blunt on the way to the hospital. He was going to do a concert smoking before labor. You smoked your way to birth. You don't think I can get the kid for real? I have no intentions to take that. The infant, but I'll do what's best if you don't exhibit the proper symptoms. He also stated, My son is not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit her whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off. Next, he disclosed that for some reason, Grez was taking too long to get the baby's hernia fixed. He uploaded an entirely improper photo of Junior's privates and stated, "This is how my son looks, and she worried about me and little baby like B. Get your son see right, then do what you want." Blueface then made matters 10 times worse by tweeting, "It's my son. I'll post this day if I want to. Who's going to tell me not to squabble or shut up? Absolutely vile." The image was removed by Twitter for apparent reasons, but it didn't make Blueface any less vile. Stop him from venting on Twitter. He said things like, "Baby still hasn't had surgery for his hernia, and she's lying about being healthy and talking about me and my seat, fixing our son's seat first, then finding someone else to ride. Everyone should tag her in this, share her page. I will do the right thing to keep it private. But this girl going on and on, leave me alone, you crack baby. She is a bad mother. Yes, she is a fish," he tweeted, exposing Chrisean for engaging in nose candy. "Whatever y'all got to do to make this happen so I can stop being the topic of her life. To accomplish whatever she wants, she has been delaying the operation and missing the appointment. I went to Baltimore expecting surgery, but they mentioned that she had missed the appointment. But according to Khan, Blueface did all of that because he was. She said, Blue knows his surgeon appointment is already set. Don't sit here and lie. I've been making it to all of his appointments in Baltimore, Blueface, and now you pull that card trying to get my kid taken away from me, knowing I'm actually doing my best. I need you all to back off for real. I'll be relieved when they take your silly self away with that temporary case. Don't worry about that probation officer who is attempting to put you in jail." She also stated that she would file charges against Blueface for exposing their son, but that never materialized.
So Blueface, you're gonna go to jail, bro. Like, being a free man right now. Like, appreciate the time you got right now, because nigga, you're not gonna be roaming.
At this point, fans began to pay attention and realized that something was truly wrong. They began to gradually turn against her and chastise her for her actions. It's still wonderful how quickly fans turned against Khan because everyone was. When she revealed that she was expecting, many people were rooting for her. However, if you know anything about Khan, you know that she can be a little crazy. She and Blueface have been in a very toxic relationship for about 5 years, and she just keeps complaining. Some even went so far as to call her a lost reason. However, it appeared that she would change her behavior in the first few weeks following her pregnancy announcement. She talked a lot about moving on from her past, breaking up with a Blueface and raising Junior alone. She also said all the right things in this post where she wrote, "I had to pray away my fear of becoming a mother when I saw the face of what was growing inside of me. It's really overwhelming because this pregnancy was planned, but he no longer sees a future with me because we have both done things to each other that have caused us to lose trust, so I was left with the option of terminating. I was surprised that I'm that far along that. Being a mother is irrevocable. I fell in love with the baby the moment I saw her face and heard her heartbeat, so she essentially confirmed my suspicions that she was planning to get rid of it, which is why she continued to drink." She also talked about her commitment to healing and how the baby was giving her another chance to change herself. She wrote the bad thoughts like, "I would rather not be rock anymore. I would rather not be famous. I messed up. I should have stayed in school, but I had to separate my heartbreak from the biggest thing that I prayed for. I'm not going to move out of fear. I'm fine with moving on. I'm fine with letting go of anything that's not for me, and having a child won't stop me from earning money. The only thing that matters right now is that I am blessed and highly favored. So having a child won't stop me from earning money, learning new things, growing in love, and taking more time for myself. I am eager to share my journey through the highs and lows of this experience through everything I'm going through." She also said she was cutting Blueface off to win. She said that telling him no today was a step. But how do you break a soul tie? I had to take a step back because I was still giving my son a piece of myself, which is messed up to my son. How could I allow a man who doesn't want to be a father to my only son to continue nutting me? This man texted me today, and I almost fell for that, but she went on, "What the f am I doing for real? I'm looking at my son, and I'm thinking, hold up, cut. The selfish immature is out, y'all. I'm so disappointed in myself right now. Hey Blue, stop hitting me, bro. Go find another bead of cream on you, plus homie, that is unsafe and unsanitary. She continued, "Oh God, let me start wanting this. Lord, please free me from myself. I pray for my strength to stay disciplined, and I pray for strength because having a child and knowing that this father doesn't want anything to do with them is a tough thing to accept. For that reason, instead of doing it hard, I settle for getting the short end of the stick. When she gave birth, she likewise declined to have him in the room with her. She offered the following explanation: I just haven't invited him. I went to my city to have my child. None of you strange people will be around my son. I'm all he has. I'm going to do everything I can to shield him from hatred, jealousy, and other negative emotions. His name is Chris, and he will be cherished and adored." She also shared on social media, saying, "I'm eager to travel back to Los Angeles after recovering and relocating to my new house. I'm turning on new music and movies, and I can't wait to reveal the leveling up of everything new." Extremely thankful, obviously. Some people doubted that she could ever change. But hey, motherhood has been known to change even the wildest of us, so it had to be possible. Still, it didn't take long for her to change, and we fans were eating all that up and believing her. Returned to her previous behavior, she began acting out once more, and fans quickly became worried about Jr., which sparked rumors that he might have a disability. The suspicions began during Chrisean's extravagant Instagram live last January, when she was defending her choice to get a Blueface mug shot tattooed on her face. The backdrop Jr. sobbing had a distinct tone, like if something were amiss.
In relationship, we were still rough, on and off, whatever. Case may be. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Right? When they start talking, saying or subliminally saying stuff or doing an actual interview and start talking.
Fans also saw a respirator machine in one of her photos, and in another video, he was sobbing and, knowing it sounded strange, Chrisean attempted to pretend he was merely giggling. Interview.
Why are you laughing like this?
Concern over whether Jr. might have had a visual impairment grew when he frequently seemed to look off into space in multiple videos with little eye movement or reaching. He was able to keep his head up, but his general conduct didn't exactly match the normal developmental stages, making admirers wonder if he was missing any developmental milestones. Chrisean went live to assert that her son was doing OK, but naturally, as a mother, she became defensive about it.
Chicken pasta. We got the baby potato. Let's pray for the food. Look at that shirt too. Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
That's his name though. That's his real name.
Jesus?
Yeah.
That's cool. Chrisean Jesus Malone. That's a famous name right there.
Talking, walking, playing football, everything. Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with, what he look like, what he sound like? Y'all know nothing about God. Y'all know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that, so I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child. To be honest, but I like this, bro.
Since it was obvious that he was unable to walk or stand on his own, things became much more serious on his first birthday. She did a superb job of supporting him on her legs as though he were standing, but everyone could see through it. It's not unexpected that fans saw the child's past fears as an indication that something was amiss, even though I now understand that infants develop at different rates and that every child walks before their first birthday. But that's not all. According to Janet, a former acquaintance, Chrisean was denying Jr.'s predicament. She said she attempted to help Jr., but Con turned her down.
Janet, why didn't you convince her to help Junior? I did. My cousin is a specialist. Like, I did the best I could. My cousin works with autistic children. She works one-on-one with all kinds of children. It don't matter if you're autistic, if you're not, if you're regular children, like, we offer the help as much as we can. Like, my cousin is literally has her BA in all of this. It's like when people are in denial of stuff, it's like you can't help people when they're in denial of what's actually going on in reality. Like, I get oh, we're all prayed up, we just have faith. But faith comes with work. You just can't have faith and just sit around and have faith. It's like you gotta put the work in too. Like that's how God is gonna repay you. If you put the work in, not just gossiping around other people and be like, oh.
Not only that, but Chrisean also had a falling out with her best friend Marsh, since Marsh wanted to take Junior to the hospital during Khan's incarceration. Junior was being looked after by Marsh. Marsh was attempting to get Junior aid, and Khan learned about it. And she lost it over a text message that was leaked between Marsh and a friend. She said that she became upset when I told her, over the phone from jail, that I could have Junior. She continued promising me money and other things, but days passed and there was nothing in my Cash App that Junior had. Just the clothes in his luggage. No blanket, car seat, clothes, shoes, bottles, or milk since he is unable to eat, and everything else I could buy, but I still have my own child. I feel like a true friend would have taken care of me, especially since I had her son, and she continued, and my sister took care of him so I could take some clients. My sister was threatening to send him to the hospital because he kept spitting up, so I told her when she called to collect my rent money. She became furious and sent Smiley to come obtain him from my sister. Yes, it appeared that Crow was making a concerted effort to conceal her son's illness, going so far as to refuse to provide him with medical assistance. However, Marca's actions demonstrated just how insane it was. Asserted that Chrisean created a lot of photo shoots to reassure people that Junior was okay. Marcia claimed that she used to spend every day on Reddit exposing Croon. Alerts at any moment I will be applying her lashes, and if you listen to her lives, you can hear the Reddit notifications coming off when someone posts there, and she would be the first to see it. She will show me Reddit postings that say things like, he can't walk and he can't hold himself up. Later, I'll feel like Chrissy and upload a photo of him using a walker. Can't, but she would say I need to convince them that he can't, or otherwise they'll be blamed for my drinking, even though I wasn't drinking that much. She's sick, bro. She allegedly edits Junior's images to make him appear nicer and more normal in order to persuade viewers. Wouldn't it be simpler to get the kid some? Considering how dedicated she is to maintaining her denial, she is supposedly still failing to provide him with genuine medical assistance. Junior was hardly able to attend the event she recently went to with him. Hold his head up despite the fact that he is over 2 years old. Given all of this, Carissa's remarks seem to confirm what we have been speculating about for some time. I don't think it's true that you all started talking about how Carissa is speaking up because she cares for the baby. Do you recall when Khan was detained and attended Blueface's hearing? Although Blueface's father and Kissa were present, they both refused to take the child. In fact, they fought over it. despite the fact that they knew he would need to enter foster care for a while.
No, I ain't taking my taking on fucking babies, so my dad ain't no fucking babies.
But that's what everybody looked at you at on the internet.
Shit, whatever. Not about me. I'm trying to make it across the stage. It's about today.
This is a rather depressing circumstance, and it's difficult to avoid feeling sorry for the child. Imagine having a mother named Blueface for a. It's a formula for disaster, dad, and then Carissa as a grandmother. But I wanted to hear what you all thought. Leave a comment below with your opinions, and then watch the next video.